What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ames Games here, coming at you with yet surprisingly another Anthem video. And by the way, nothing's changed about the loot. The loot's still complete and utter shit. I highly recommend that you don't play Anthem if you're just in it for the loot. Like me personally, I've almost maxed out my ranger, but I really don't have a desire to play as any other class in the game. I might do it here and there. So right now, for me personally, everyone's main problem is the loot, and that's not going to change within like probably a freaking year or something like that. So if you're just in it to the late loot, you might as well never look up another loot farming video as long as you live, because there's really no point on even like looking that up. There's no point to loot farming in this game or anything like that, because it just basically doesn't exist. If you're having a lot of fun with the game, keep playing it, but don't be expecting to be picking up legendaries like every single day. Like maybe you'll get like a handful of legendaries every week if you're playing it like 10 hours a week or something like that. On the other hand though, if we go to www.ea.com/games/anthem/axe, if we go to the axe tab when you look up Anthem, you know, the Cataclysm is going to start around May. We've done the Sunken Hills, we've done that, and the first, when the game first released, obviously we did Act 1. So stay with me guys, don't worry, you're not gonna wanna miss this shit. So we've done all this shit. I mean, I didn't do the Dominion Takeover Outlaw Outrage, I didn't experience any of that. I've been covering Rage 2 lore and shiznit like that, but we just did the Sunken Hills. That's like the latest thing. May is upon us, which I'll probably just be doing Rage 2 content, but that's okay. That's okay. We're covering Anthem today. So I'm really pumped to see what the Cataclysm is. And if it's only going to be one, is it going to be a new Cataclysm every month? How are they going to do it? But what's even more exciting is we get Act 2 and then Act 3 coming. Hopefully during May, when we get the Cataclysm, we get to find out a little bit more about Act 2. Obviously from the image, we can tell that Act 2 is going to have to do with the scars. So I'm really curious to see how that plays out. You know, I don't mind battling the scars. If I had to pick an enemy to fight, I think I have the funnest time fighting the Dominion. I don't know, the scars just kind of seem a little retarded to me. And I'm not saying that the scars aren't a cool enemy. They're a really cool enemy. But what I am saying, I'm even more pumped for whatever Act 3 is going to be, man. I mean, that's clearly an Urgoth right here. And then also, maybe this is signifying when we get legendary, or not legendary weapons, where hopefully we get legendary weapons soon, right? That's what everyone's wanting. But what I'm really wanting is some melee weapons. That would be super freaking cool. Maybe even a third weapon slot. We get our two main guns, and then we get like a melee weapon we can use for a limited time. Now you can take it in a couple of ways. Obviously Act 3, this is when we're going to be beating the Urgoth's ass, okay? Hopefully we also get to visit new cities in both of these acts. That is what I'm hoping for, and that is what you guys should be hoping for. And the point of this video is to tell you like why you should continue to play the game. So if you're in it just for the loot, there's really no point. I'm sure some of you in the comment section will be like, I don't know what you fools talking about. I'm getting loot left and right. Well, good for you. That's obviously not the majority of the people playing the game. And let me just rant for a couple seconds. The majority of the people playing this game have probably also played other looter shooters like Borderlands, and probably most of the people transitioned from Destiny to this game, probably back to Destiny. So yeah, it's a looter shooter, but guess what? The looting and the shooting in this game is shit. So if you're in this game just for the loot, well, max out your javelins and then be done with it. But these new stories coming soon. Now this is going to be cool stuff, hopefully. They're going to be a little bit more in-depth and a little bit more interesting than what we get at Act 1, you know? But Act 2 is what I'm really hoping for. So hopefully we get melee weapons. It could also be an indication of like, yeah, this was the olden times in the world of Anthem when people were just like primitive in Bastion before javelins were invented and all of that shiznit. And these dudes are obviously in robes and stuff. It was during the time when they were slaves to the Urgoth, okay? So if you guys haven't been following my lore videos, which is probably the majority of you, because lore videos don't get a lot of traction because people don't care about the story in this game. The Urgoth basically enslaved humanity, and I think this is probably like in the beginning of the time when the humans started fighting back against the Urgoth, and then they went on the run with Helena Tarsis and all of them, and then they eventually ended up making the first javelin, the Javelin of Dawn, and all that good shit. So I'm gonna assume that this is gonna be filled with some nice juicy lore, which might make me come back to the game fully and just continue pumping out the Anthem videos. But as of now, I'm just looking forward to May, and that's not because of the Cataclysm, that's because of Rage 2. I am super pumped for that game. Almost as pumped as I am for Act 2 to finally frickin' hit. I am a little just over the whole looting thing. If I'm gonna play the game, it's obviously not gonna be for the loot, because that would just be dumb of me. It's not like I could be expecting loot in the near future. It's if I play the game, then it's gonna be because of the story. Not that the story's great, grand, amazing. It's a huge disappointment, especially if you've played Dragon Age Origins, because goddamn, that is like one of the best stories of any game of all time. No, you can't change my mind. That's the kind of story that makes an RPG fan wet. So yeah, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 more times. If you're in it just for the loot, don't come to this game. Nothing's gonna change, at least not anytime soon. I'll give it a year, and then maybe try it again, especially since you bought it, and you know, you might want to come back and play it. Who knows? Other than that, maybe hop back whenever the acts, you know, Act 1 comes out, Act 2 comes out. Just hop back and play it till it starts getting boring, and then go find another game. I mean, what else do you do, man? With all of that said, let me give a really quick review to the latest and greatest stronghold we have. That was actually a lot of fun, because I did cover a video about Freemark. I did a lore video on the attack on Freemark, so it gave a lot of in-depth stuff and gave more character to Dr. Harkin. I might do a lore video just on Dr. Harkin. That depends. Lore videos don't get a lot of traction, and I don't think Dr. Harkin would get like any traction. I don't think people care that much about the dude, so it's kind of hard to say. But the stronghold was really fun. It was actually pretty unique compared to the other strongholds. I mean, yeah, it's just a larger Fury, but the Fury had different powers. He did look a bit different, and it was a really fun boss to kill. Honestly, I prefer killing that boss more than, you know, the Scar boss, that giant ass frickin', that one is just basically a giant ass copy, except it doesn't move at all. Now, something completely random, at the recording of this video, I'm currently at 4,976 subscribers, so I'm gonna assume like 2 days, maybe at the end of today after I post this video, we're probably, or might be, at 5K subscribers. Frickin' thank you guys. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm blushing. I don't know why you guys subscribe to this cancer that I make, but thank you. It really does help improve my self-esteem. The fact that this many people want to sit down, listen to me rant, and that are interested and share the same points of view as I do, that's probably why you guys subscribe, because I'm not really a comedy channel by any means. Maybe one day, we'll see. And like any creator, I get a lot of haters. Like, I've got one dude by the name of Kaho Saint, which I completely blocked from my channel, as I do. Like, I block every single hater I come across. I give them like maybe 3 things, and sometimes they'll like not change their point of view, but like apologize, or maybe they were just having a rough day. So I give it a day or 2, and then if they're still cockheads, I'll block the hell out of them. Just like that, snap of the fingers, easy. Keeps my comment sections nice, clean, like crystal meth. Now you guys know me, I'm a view-hungry whore, and because of that, to saint my thirst, I need to drag this video out to 10 minutes, but I might as well be productive about it. So there's a couple things I was really thinking about doing. I'm going to continue to do Rage 2 lore videos till the game comes out, because there are a few of you that appreciate it, and right now it's the funnest content for me to make. It only gets like a couple hundred views a video, but I'm okay with that, okay? But I was thinking about throwing in either Witcher mod reviews. If you guys have ever played the game The Witcher, it actually does have some decent mods now that it's, you know, a little old. And I was also thinking of throwing in some cyberpunk lore. Oh my god, that game is just any RPG lovers frickin', like, I'm wet. I am wet thinking about that game. It is, it looks like it's going to be ridiculously good. On a side note, I've kind of been playing the Division 2 lately. Now, most people have already switched to that. I'm not really a big fan on the story, but I think I'm just going to give it some more leeway. Might make some Division 2 videos this week, but I tell you what, May 14th hits, it's all Rage 2. That's all I'm covering. I am, woo! How many more times do I need to say it? But hey, that's going to do it for now. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!